Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to what is live stream number 11 as we continue on in RoadCraft. We're back today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from yesterday morning stream. Now, yesterday morning we were trying to finish off the Sunkern Map, and we did quite a bit. We got the final 2 side missions done, followed by one of the remaining main missions, and we're actually left with 1 main mission to do, and then Sunkern is done. But these main missions aren't that simple. We have to try and manage a convoy as part of a route, and then also take a bit of mining equipment and deliver that elsewhere. The thing we've been struggling with is the convoys, and it's not because we're not building roads or things like that. It's just a struggle to get them to do what you want sometimes, and they're quite long routes as well, which is why we got a bit stuck yesterday. So today, the plan is we finish Sunkern today. That will happen. I'm almost guaranteed that will happen, mainly because, as I say, we have 1 mission left to do, and that is a convoy and deliver this drilling part. That's it. And then we're done with Sunkern, and are we forever glad that we finished it. So only the 3rd map in the game, and it's driven me crazy so far. So I'll be glad to get done with it. At least then we'll find out, is it me being rubbish at the game, or is it the map that was really difficult? Because we'll know with the next map, if it's just as bad, then it's me. So we're going to learn pretty quickly, I think, whether the problem is me or not. Hopefully it's not me, but we shall see. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, so hopefully we'll figure that out today. But yeah, Sunkern will be done today. I'm adamant it is happening. As I say, 1 mission, 2 parts to it. Should be fairly simple, hopefully. Although we did try this, finish this off yesterday, and we just struggled with the convoy. Thank you for the like, but I was much appreciated whatever that was. Yeah, the convoy is the thing that's holding us back, if anything. Crazy Irishman, good morning, how are you? So hopefully we can deal with that today. We are cheating a little bit with the convoys by actually pushing them, but it's a one-off. It's the only way to get it done. There's probably a better way of doing it, but it makes sense. We'll just push them along until they get there. It works for us. Thanks for the like, videos. That's appreciated. I will say as well, we are still struggling with episodic content. I am still struggling to edit and all that good stuff away from streaming. So bear with us with episodic content. It's coming at some point. I need to stop falling asleep. Right, let's crack on. With 34 hours it claims we've played so far. 2 of the 8 maps complete. 57,000 credits in the bank. Level 8 as well. So, Sunkern, 96% done. We're nearly leveled up to level 9, to be fair. 1 main objective left to complete. Let's get it done. I'll be so happy when this map is done. But then, like I say, we might find out. We go on to the next map and we find that actually it's not the game or the map that's difficult. It's just me being rubbish. We may find that out accidentally. But we shall see. I think so far we've done all right. You know, the roads are built that weren't mission related, but we built to make our lives easier. I think we've gone quite well. Same as the bridge. We built a bridge to make our life easier too. I think all that's gone okay. But it doesn't matter if we can't finish this. Right. So we're plotting a route for this one here. This is the route so far. We're trying to get from the mine here all the way to up here. Now, we tried going yesterday. We tried going through the mine itself and up this hill here, but we found because we'd laid the electricity cables up here, we'd messed up the road quite a bit. So unless we want to build a big old road up there to make sure we can get up there, we decided after trying a few times we'll go the other way. Now, what I am also thinking is maybe we build the road. I think we try and get it done the way we're going, but if not, we build the road. I think that's the best bet here. Right, boys at school, that's all good. Right, but at the minute we're trying this other way, so we've got them up to here so far. My thinking is if we can get down this little section here, and we can actually get round where we were. And this is a kind of a road we've not used before, so because of that, in theory, it should be better conditions. It's not been churned up as such. There are 2 vehicles, but as you can see, one's already getting stuck and it hasn't actually moved anywhere yet. It's not going. So we're here to help them. But even this route is tricky. Okay, we'll get out of the way of this one before it says no. I can't push them both. Is he reversing? That's not helpful, is it? Go forward. It's going to cancel, I think. Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. To be fair. See, I thought this would be really simple for them to get round, considering this is a route that's not been used before. But we're having some issues just trying to navigate some of these really narrow areas more than anything else. Let's try again. As I say, if I can push him round and then get back to get the second vehicle. Come on, keep... Yes, he's not going anywhere there, that's the problem. He's now stuck there, isn't he? Like I say, the only thing we can do is build a road. Because this is not happening. He can't, for some reason, he can't make this corner here. It's this corner here he can't seem to make. He can't turn here. I don't think I can winch him either. Thinking about it. I don't think. See, he started further forward this time. Is he coming up? And I can't connect a winch to him at all. There's no winch ability there. No, I'm trying to get behind him. Just spinning and going nowhere, aren't they? Stop reversing when I'm trying to push you forward. Right, they'll cancel in a second. There we go. I think our only option is to build a road. I can't see another way around this. We're going to have to build a road to get them to come up here. It's going to be a big old road, but I can't see another way around it. If we can't get through this way, there's no other kind of way to go that I can see. Anthony, good morning, how are you? Let's give this one last go, otherwise I think we're building a road. With the rain coming down, it's not helpful either. No, it's not going up there. There's no way that's going up there. Okay, I think we've got to build a road. I don't see another way around it. So we're going to have to build a road here. So what we're going to do is, obviously, I want this done today. That's my thing at the minute. You think sand would do it? If you look at how far down the wheels are now, I think it's just too churned up. I think the whole route is just too churned up now. You saw Iris yesterday, Anthony. Who are you, Anthony? Who are you asking? Let's just do the road and then it's job done, I think. So, we are near a sand quarry, so this will make life a little bit easier. We want a large tipper first. And we just need to go and put this near. Yeah, this our Discord link is in the description of every video and live stream we have, and on the channel link as well. So this is our large one. So what we'll do with this one is put it so we have a movable quarry, ideally. I don't think the road will take too long, mainly because the sand is already nearby. So the sand isn't going to be that much of an issue to do. And this is the only bit that I think we're going to get stuck on, is this starting point. Once that's done, they should be flying, hopefully. But we've tried every other option now to try and get this convoy to work. I think the whole point now is to do what we set out to start to do, and that is roads. Come on, up we go. Come on. Okay, so if we have a look over here, to be fair, we could just use this rather than bring the small one over, to be fair. It holds a lot more than the small one does. So we could just use this. We're just going to lay sand all the way up the hill, essentially. It's mainly where we've been laying the pipe down was the issue. As this carries a lot more, maybe it's worth. Yeah, I think that's probably better that way. Okay, I thought it was close enough to refill straight away. Maybe not. No, we're just outside. Maybe actually, maybe the smaller one then. That's not good. I'm already stuck. Am I stuck on the sand, I think, aren't I? Try and build a road and your tipper's stuck already. I need to turn around, I think. I'll make that a bit easier. I just beats myself. Go on, go forward. It doesn't like turning right, does it, for some reason? Okay, that hasn't. quite worked the way I wanted to. I was trying to turn around and I've kind of messed it up massively, I think. I can't turn. Well, actually, I can. Just about. Oh, come on. I didn't want any messing around. I just thought we could have done really easy and quickly, and I've already messed it up. Okay. But I said this road would be quick and easy to get done, and then we're laughing. May have been wrong. It's only one trip. What we may do is just try, if we level out the sand on that bit there, we may just try the sand first. Instead of tarmacking it, or asphalt, we will just try the sand on its own once we've leveled it out. And if that's enough, then brilliant. If not, we will then have to tarmac it. In fact, this second load of sand now may be enough, to be fair. Because I think we just need to get enough oomph to get going up the hill. Once that hill's done, we're in the clear, that's the thing. The rest of it is fairly easy, I would have said, for them to navigate. I say that and we find out actually no, there's another problem, but I don't think there's much of an issue after that. Yeah, and it's just a one-off route as well. And that's why I think it should be fairly easy. But we'll get a bit more sand up there, we'll level it out, and then we will set them off and see what happens. We'll get our vehicle there as well to make sure we're there to push if need be. But yeah, I'll be glad when this map's over. How far through are you now, Crazy Irishman? Thanks for the like, much appreciated. Come on. So, I kind of, featured it a little bit. Can't go that little lip. It's only a tiny lip as well. Right, let's go left. There's the thing we need to pick up and deliver, which we'll do with the mule. Right, once we're through this enough, am I not in the zone to refill? I'm just out of it, aren't I? Okay. Might as well refill before we try and head up. Okay. So what I'm thinking is this load is it should be it. We'll smooth it out and see how we go. And obviously, if we have to asphalt it, we'll do that. But we'll see if we can get away with just sand to start with. Because I think the issue is just getting up the hill. And it is only because of where we laid the electricity cables earlier on. It's even we're struggling here. Doesn't like it, does it? Start load there then. Really doesn't like trying to get up here, it's struggling massively. More than I thought it would. On the second, you started playing the washing. Oh, did you? Washing simulator. What you mean, power wash simulator? Did you start playing that? Did you? My little boy loves that. Okay, I think we've got a fair amount there. Now we need to quickly just move it around, and then we'll see if we've done it. As I say, this is 2 stages to this final mission, and we're hoping to get this done fairly quickly. It's just trying to get this convoy out of this first part, because the quarry was so wet from the water. It is a nightmare to get them out of this area. Plus, we've used the up and down routes out of the quarry ourselves quite a lot. The actual bare bones mud routes have gone quite bad because of it, and it's never ending rain here as well, which doesn't really help. But I think a lot of it is down to the fact we've used these routes ourselves and torn them up, like with electricity cables and things like that. They're not the best in the best shape, these routes. Then to try and get 2 vehicles to travel that you're not in control of is quite tricky. But if we can smooth this sand out, I'm hoping that gives them enough grip to do what we need them to do. If not, we'll asphalt it, because that will give them the grip. We won't know until we try. Getting them out of this bit's going to be bad enough. We've tried to go up this hill before, and getting them out of the mine was horrible. Because you can't see which bits you're going to sink into until you're on them. That's the problem. What we'll quickly do while we're here. There's a load of sand that's fallen out here. We may as well use it to our benefit. We'll just smooth that out. I say if we need to asphalt, we will, but if we can get away with not, then even better. Just because it will save us a lot of time and effort. Some big holes in places as well, look at that one. Definitely need to do some of that hole there, I think. So I'll just do this last bit. Oh, absolutely, yeah, no, fully agree with you. I am thinking, because I don't get to play anything on the PlayStation for myself anymore, it's always for the channel. And I kind of want something for myself. Now we've got the Switch 2, I was considering getting No Man's Sky for the Switch 2, just so I've got something for myself to play. Like in the evenings and stuff, but I guarantee I'll fall asleep while playing it. It's kind of a given. Right, how is that sand looking now? Sand looks okay. What I want to do is a big hole there we're going to have to deal with. What I'm thinking is if we manually control the bucket, try and fill that hole in. But I've got to manually control the bucket. Okay. Moving backwards also affects the ground. I don't know if I made it worse or better, to be honest. Let's try sand flattening again. See if I flatten out anymore. Yeah, I don't know if I made that worse or not. But yeah, this is, you can see where we've made the holes for the pipe, for the electricity cables. Right, sand is down. What we're going to quickly do is get our rescue vehicle brought back. Deploy that. Right, route wise, we've got to redo the route again, don't we, for this? So if we clear the route, we start again. Now, one of these first parts is getting out of this area. This area was tricky last time because of how wet everything is. I think we brought them round the back of here last time. Because it was just, oh, there's a tree there, that's a problem. They're going to get stuck in there, aren't they? Oh, wrong button. Cancelled the whole thing now, it wasn't what I wanted to do. There we go. I didn't see a tree there last time. But there we go. There's no guarantee this will work first time. Maybe we still need to build a road. I want to be there to try and push them up the hill if need be. But I don't know if this will work. As I say, once they're through this bit, life's easy. It's a straight run to where we're going. It's just getting through this first bit that's the problem. All over here. Over the roundabout. They get to use our road that we built up here. So I'm going to try and follow them just in case there is any issues on the way, and we can always just nudge them along if we need to. And then they come into here. Jobs are good. Well, I'm not dispatching yet. I want to make sure we're nearby because we're going to have to. I think we're going to need to help them. Oh, no, actually, we can dispatch them. And we'll see if they've got any problems where they are. They may have issues getting out of the mine, as we've done before. We may need to give them a little shove there. It's not the ideal way. If it was multiple times they needed to do the route, then shoving them wouldn't be ideal. But because they're only doing this once, if we need to push, we can. See, we're getting stuck already. Just how wet this whole area is. That's the thing. Why are you not going forward? Go forward. Keep trying to reverse. Yeah. There we go. Oh, the other one's stuck going up the hill there. Come on. But yeah, this is the hardest part of the route. Once this is done, it shouldn't be that bad. And I know, I suppose to do this properly, you probably shouldn't be pushing them up and helping them, but I haven't really got a choice. Oh, I just hit a stump. That's on me. That's me doing the route. Ah, it's annoying. They're going to get stuck there now. On the map, you can't see the stumps, obviously. So I didn't see there was a stump there. So can he make it round? He has made it round. Okay. Go on. Go left. Don't hit the stump as well. You've just seen where it is. Seriously, you've just seen where the stump is. Reverse them. Come on. Ah, I'll be so glad when this is done. I never thought a game like this would be the one that nearly breaks me. Ah, there's always a chance that was going to happen there. Okay. So it broke down here, that's fine. What we need to do is move this slightly this way, so the tree stump isn't an issue. And I think the actual issue here was the tree itself that's here. So we're just going to go slightly that way. They're going to restart here. I'm going to need to move for them to restart. Right, wait for the second one to come out as well. I'm hoping I don't need to asphalt the road going up, because then it just saves us time, if anything. Come on. Right, one ahead's doing okay. Now the test of the hill. If we can get up this hill, then we're laughing. I don't envisage any other issues if we can get up the hill. That is an if. Oh, the sand's helping. The sand is helping. They did not have that speed last time going up here. That sand does help. I don't know if I need to make even more sand down, because that's the one thing we weren't sure of. They're probably stuck now though. I think I need more sand down. But they actually, the speed they went up there, we've not had that kind of speed before. Good contract always helps their guys, there is that. Right, we need more sand, that's fine. But that's the best we've gone up the hill before. We've never managed to get that far up because they always go, they just haven't got the grip. So what we'll do is we'll get this back up there. I think where that big hole was that I tried to fix with the grader, I didn't do a really good job of. I think that's the issue. So we can fill that in with sand. Hopefully that's enough. But yeah, they had some proper speed going up there as well. And hopefully we can do that again. Right, let's get this one there. These are so sensitive on turning. There's quite a few vehicles like this that you'll be so careful when turning because they're so sensitive. I just wish this mine would dry out. It would make life so much easier. But with the constant rain, it doesn't help. Come on. But yeah, I just want to move on. It's time. It's definitely time for a new map. I know that much. It's. I really enjoyed this map to start with, until we crossed the river to where the mines were. I really enjoyed this map, and then it just got so tricky. I think that's kind of made it worse. Okay, we'll refill with sand in a second. I don't. Things like that, just going straight in front first, doesn't help. Come on. Right, I'm still close enough to refill. we'll lose a bit. That's fine. So we need to start up the hill. We want to try and fill in this hole. We've got the grade already up there as well. Just hoping this is enough. But they seem to fly up there with the sand, so I don't think asphalting is needed. The bonus. Can't stop them coming out the back either. Alright, let's have a look. So it's kind of round here they were getting stuck, and you can see why. The big old divots in the road don't really help, do they? So we'll stop there, chuck a load down, further forward, chuck a load down. As I say, if we can get them to the top, which is just here. I think we're on something. Okay, I do need to put this out of the way somewhere. In case we need more. So I'm hoping we don't. Out the way enough? Should be okay. Right, into the grader. Kind of need to. I want it to go. I don't want us to push it down the hill. I want us to go up, if we can. It just means getting over these humps. Without tipping ourselves over. Trying to park the wrong side, really, considering where we want to push the sand. Oh, there we go. I think this will take a couple of goes. So okay, let's make it rain off all the time. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not the smoothest route, but hopefully it's enough. Yeah, we flew through the first two maps, and this map has just destroyed us in the meantime. So in terms of time taken to complete, it's not like we've spent ages making roads and things. It's just been that difficult to get stuff done. Like these convoys, right at the end you're trying to do convoys on ground that's been destroyed through other jobs. Right, I'm hoping that's alright now. Just really park this up out of the way. We'll jump in our vehicle and be ready to help. Whoa. This thing is so tricky. Reactive, I should say. Right, let's jump in our rescue vehicle, ready to help. And then infrastructure, what I'm going to do is I want them to start a little bit further back because I want them to have that run up. There we go. First one coming up now. We'll know in a second whether we've done enough. Oh, he's getting a bit stuck there. He's doing so well until there. Come on. As I say, if we can get up here, we aren't laughing. The rest of the route's fairly simple. Come on, don't cancel the route. Don't cancel it. Still moving forward. Don't cancel. He's not moving forward anymore, is he? He's going backwards. They're reversing now. We're going to need a load more sand up here, I think. No, he's moving. Ah, cancelled it. No, they were moving there as well. They were moving, annoyingly. Okay, let's try that one more time, and then I think maybe more sand then. We are getting close, that's the thing, it is very, very close. Let's try starting them not as far back as I just did. Let's try that. Wait for the second one to appear. I think it is a case of sanding that top bit. Come on. This is where is he trying to turn left, I think, here, isn't he? You're coming backwards now, aren't you? I think we're going to stand up here as well. Yeah, it's going to cancel it. Okay. So we need to sand this next bit then. But we definitely are getting closer and closer to getting this over the top. Progress. Okay, where do we need to go to grab sand in terms of how far down do we need to go? I think it's all the way, isn't it? Yeah. Dug up the mud. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just a little bit. You think you're so close though. In fact, I might as well carry on reversing. I was going to turn around, but actually, I might as well carry on reversing there. Wrong way. Because we're just going to reverse down the hill, pick up sand and straight back up. There's no point turning around, to be fair. Take the reverse direction right. Well, I hate reversing big lorries. So I can never get the reverse direction right. Oh, are we there? Yeah. Right, come on. Hopefully last a little bit. We are also helping ourselves here because once this is done, we also need to deliver the drill machine on the left hand side, and we have to follow this route, so it's going basically next to where they are. Yeah, the corners look wet and muddy as well, to be fair, you're right. So yeah, we're going roughly the same place. E-Player, good morning, how are you? Okay. We want a little bit here. Trying to manually open it just to control really how much we're putting down. And then this top section. I'm not too bad, thank you. The ground does harden up in this area of it, around here as well, so it should be okay, hopefully. Okay, we'll park up again. We'll get the grader up here. Yeah, this does harden, the ground over it does harden up as we get further around there. Okay, let's go up and get this done. And I'm hoping that's it. The rain coming down isn't going to be helping. By the end of this, we could have built a road. That's the thing, by the end of this. Okay. Let's make that a couple of runs to get this where we need to be. A bit of a hill there, isn't it? Can you flatten that out a bit? See a couple of the hills. Trying to level them out though once they're there is quite tricky. It doesn't like fully doing it. Whereas I would much rather push more sand further forward. First to push it to the sides. I think we might be there. There's a little bit of cause concern, that little hole there, but for some reason the sand won't fill it in. Oh, that's better. I think that is actually better now. Right, I think we are good to go again and hope for the best here. Fingers crossed we can do it this time. I'm hoping so. Thank you for the like, but always much appreciated. Right, fingers crossed this works. They're getting stuck there. We're going to bring them back a little bit, mainly because I want to run up for the speed. Let's go again. We'll obviously wait for the second vehicle to start. There we go. Let's follow them up. The bumps aren't too bad, they're managing it. Right, here's the corner. Can you make the corner? I'm on the stand, I thought I'd go, why is he not turning? Oh, he is now. I didn't think the corner would be that bad, to be fair. Maybe we need more sand. He's not turning it. That's weird. That corner shouldn't be difficult to make. Why is he not going there? Just when you think it could be really done, it'll be done. No. Have I wonder if I put the corner wrong. Let's have a look. Ah, there's some massive holes here, and that's why. There are some big holes here. think we need more sand again. I was hoping that would be it, but no, I think we need more. Just when you think you're done. By the end of this, we could tarmac it. Right, back down, sand this area here. Hopefully that's enough. I thought the ground would be hard enough that this wouldn't be an issue, but obviously it is. Come on. Reversing this is a bit tricky, mainly because the controls are backwards when reversing it. Are we in the right place? No. We are now. Okay, sand at the top, use the grader, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, it's done. We'll create our own waterfall over the water line, that's very true. Well, I'm hoping this is the last load we need to do, although we're losing a load of it getting up there. Come on. I don't even think I need to follow him once it's done. I think I'll just grab the mule and grab the component we need and go. Because we'll probably catch up with him anyway. That rain is just relentless. Come on. This is struggling a little bit up the hill. I know there's a lot of weight in the back of all the sand. But even so. Okay, we're going to try and tip this as evenly as we can, really. Okay, a bit more forward. So there is a big hole here I want to deal with. I didn't think they would have much issue here, although it looks churned up. It's only from laying the electricity. I didn't think this would be much of an issue here. Because we don't really sink into it. Hence why I didn't think it would be much of an issue. If you start sinking in, then it makes sense, but... There we go. We park up here by the trees, out of the way. I kind of wish we'd done this before we laid the cable for electricity, but obviously we needed electricity before we could get this up and running, so it makes sense it's going to be done this way. It's just annoying, because without the electricity this wouldn't be an issue. Because this route before we laid the electricity was fine. Thank you for the like, it was much appreciated. There was no issues going up and down it, but once we laid the electricity, it became a problem. But obviously the mine wouldn't be doing what it's doing, wouldn't be as far as we are with the mine if we didn't have electricity, so kind of hand in hand. Okay. So the big hole is kind of filled, which is what we were worried about. Ish. So They do seem to get over, as long as there's sand there, they do seem to go over all the bumps, so it's not a massive issue. Okay, is that enough is the question. There's a bit of a ridge here, isn't there? But then it's not always... Sand flattening is fine to a point, but it doesn't deal with all the little ridges sometimes. It just goes over it and doesn't actually move anything. Other than pushing it to the sides. Okay, if we need any more sand, it won't be... It'll be up here, so we might as well leave this here for the minute then. Right, we're going to jump back in our rescue vehicle, and then we can get this going again, and hopefully there's no more problems. Bring it back to here, so they get a bit of a run up. Right, let's see. Can we do it this time? Come on. Come on. We got to the top. Now it's the corner. Made the corner. I thought this wouldn't be an issue here, to be fair. I didn't think this bit would be a problem. Every time I thought it wouldn't be a problem, it's turned into a problem, to be fair. Right, downhill should be okay. Come on, you're going downhill. What is he stuck on? I'll try and go backwards, aren't they? He's stuck in a hole, it looks like. I think that's going to fail it. Okay, oh, there is a hole there, look. There's a massive hole there. But there is sand either side. Okay. I think there's sand either side, so we may be able to just grade that out. Hopefully. I didn't go that far around to check, I just thought we put the sand in, we're good to go, but... all this was absolutely fine, it was just this bit down here. And without this bit, they would have been done. Yeah, there's the road they need to get to just there. So they were very, very close to being done there. And our job being done. Okay. I think that should be okay. I don't... do we need a hand getting them up? I might actually start them where they are. Just see how we are here. It's up to me. Oh, am I in the way of them? Oh yeah, might say I'm in the way of them there. There we go. Okay, they're done, they're through on the main road now. As I say, I don't envisage any issues now on this road. Once I get past the last bit of electricity, which is here, it should be a straight shot. And if that's the case, what we'll do is we'll swap to the mule and we'll pick up what we need to deliver. So we're going to quickly jump back over here to our mountain base. We're going to grab our mule, so we can finish off this mission at the same time. They're already heading where they need to go. We just need our mule. Famous last words, what, that they'll be okay? I know. Hopefully, they will be. And hopefully, this isn't too heavy for the mule to carry. But this is a big piece of drilling equipment. This is the final mission for Sunkern. So we can finish this map. We're so close to now being done. They're off and running. Hopefully, they have no issues. We just need to go and pick up the bit over there, that bit of machinery. And take it roughly to where they're going, to be fair. We're not going to be too far away from where they're heading. So we may even catch them up. Okay. We just need to be on even groundish to put us in the back, really. That's not really that even, is it? Oh, they failed. You know, you said famous last words. Where did they fail? Okay. Wasn't. Just going to send them out again. That shouldn't be a problem. Come on, keep going. That route's okay. We're gonna have to really head there with our rescue vehicle and see what the problem is. Then maybe they just need a push. But I didn't. I don't know what that would be. To be fair, that road should be absolutely fine. Let's go and see what it is that's causing the problem. Thought I could leave them. Thought they could manage on their own, and obviously not. Neither can I, to be fair. So I'm a bit too sharp. We want to go. Where are they from here? Left. Oh, okay, I think it's where I've told them to go. I think the route I've given them. There we go. Maybe a little bit too sharp going up there. They need to be more on the right hand side. So I think that's my fault in terms of doing the route itself. If we can move this to the right hand side a little bit, I think they'll be okay. There's a big divot there, essentially. Go again, see if they're okay. Okay, that may have been a mistake on my part. Should have made it go round more. Yeah, okay. As I said before, on the map you can see problems to a degree, but a lot of the time there's just things you cannot see. Can they make it, or do I need to change anything? I was going to change the route then for a minute. Let's give them a quick help. Come on. So he got hooked on me. Good game. That is quite steep actually. You don't realise how steep that actually is, that incline. Right, again, hopefully that is job done for those and we can leave them to it. But we'll find out in a minute. Let's go and grab this bit of equipment that we need. Anchors. Crane up. Now I'm hoping we can lift this and it's not going to be too heavy for this crane. I'm not quite even close enough, am I? No. As we're not close enough to pick it up with the crane. Definitely got the right bit of equipment, haven't I? Hang on. No, I haven't. I've got to go there to grab the equipment. I'm thinking that bit of equipment that's out there is the bit we need. It's not. It looked like the bit of equipment we need, doesn't it? But it's not. The bit of equipment we need is all over here. Which I think is going to be big crane to get out again anyway. Yeah, there's me thinking it's complete wrong bit. Okay. So let's grab our big crane, because I think that's what we needed, because of how deep it is. The main thing is that route's still going. That's the important part. Right, we need to go and get this crane then. Get the crane in position and pull this drilling out. So I thought it was the yellow one we just saw just there, but it's not. It's in it's in the mine further around. So if we come out of here, how do we get to that mine? We come out of here to here. We're not going to get through there. This. Okay, infrastructure request complete. So the convoy made it to where it needed to go. We unlocked a new vehicle, the Don 72 Malamute. We'll have a look at that in the shop in due course, but still one part of this mission to complete before the job is fully done. I wonder, could we just take it up there? I don't know, actually. I was going to try and get it to here, which I think is the safer route, which means we need to go this way. Okay, come out of here, turn left, go through the bit there. The mule will have to come the same way, but we'll just get this round first. The mule will be the actual vehicle that's carrying this. But because of the hole it's in, I think we're going to, the same as last time, the other mission we had to do, the penultimate mission, we had to grab a big bit of equipment out of a hole, and we had to do it with a big crane to save ourselves the job. I think this will be the same. But yeah, we'll go to the mine and get it from that shelf that seems to be just next to it. And then it's going to be a bit of a drive back to get this delivered, but that is the final thing we need to do. That convoy's done. Don't need to worry about the convoy anymore. From here, we want to go right. Yeah, no convoys. We just need to get this last bit of drilling equipment done. And then, new map, new mission, new issues. The one thing we've still not done yet is wood. We haven't got any wood equipment to do trees or wood or anything yet. So I'm guessing that will come in Incommunicado, which is the next map. Twisty way round into this mine. Hopefully the mule is tough enough to carry this. We could bring a different vehicle, to be fair, one that's maybe better for this, but then we need the crane at the end to take it off though, whereas this is where the mule really does itself a massive justice, because it has a crane as well. Right, we're here, we want to get to that but over there, so we drive straight through, follow these tracks. This all seems fairly dry, which is good. I don't think any of this was underwater, to be fair. Not this bit anyway. I think where the actual piece of equipment is, I think that was underwater. Okay. Now I'm doubting myself. Do we need a bigger delivery vehicle, or is the mule going to be okay? In terms of picking this up, I think that's the equipment there. That's big. I don't think we can do it with the mule, you know. I think we need... I don't think the mule's going to be able to carry that. I really don't. Okay, if the mule can't carry it, we've got to use our heavy loader, which we haven't really used before, not for carrying stuff. We've tried, well, we have used it to carry the asphalt layer previously, but we didn't really use it correctly because we couldn't tie it down. So this is our vehicle of choice. We did unlock a new vehicle in the shop, it said. Let's have a quick look what that is. We can upgrade some new vehicles as well, shortly. Oh, log forwarder, that's new. Ignore DLC until we actually get to DLC in vehicles. DLC maps, which won't happen yet because they haven't released them. Cargo truck, that's new. I don't know which one it said we unlocked then. Could be the Greenway 740 Cross. I noticed that scout vehicle, the Don 72 Malamute. So a different type of scout vehicle we've unlocked. 42,000 to buy. That is a month and a half. I know I can't say the M word correctly, but yeah, that is. May need to buy that for the next map, just to see how good it is. That looks incredible. Right, back to what we're doing. Deploy the big loader. So we haven't got much experience of driving this thing, and I'm not a fan of reversing these kind of trailers. But I don't see we've got much choice here. I think, in terms of carrying what we're about to carry, I don't think the mule would be strong enough. We just managed it with the last one, and that was not really the best journey. So, hopefully, this one is better. This will do it. We did think this was for taking vehicles to and fro, like the paver and the asphalt layer and the dozer and things. Because you can't strap them, it can't be for any of that. So it must be for big equipment, like what we're about to be carrying. And once we've got it on the back and strapped in and ready to run, we just need to work out which way we're going. This seems to be okay in some of the wet, muddy areas, but again, we don't really want to risk too much once this is on board. As I want to be done, I want to be on the next map. We should have a couple of hours on the new map this morning, looking at the time. This should be good. Now, to be fair, now the convoy's done, I'm not worried about this mission. The convoy's always the worst part, I find, because they can go wrong so easily. Now, and I've said it before, I think the AI in this is incredible compared to other games. AI drivers in this are brilliant, but again, if I was driving, I probably wouldn't have had an issue with the hill like they did, because there's always things you can do. So that's where the convoys are a bit of a feeling of dread, because you've got no control over it. They do what they want to do, and that's it. Nothing else. You can't do anything other than prepare the road as best as possible. This is struggling to get up the hill, isn't it? Okay. Not as powerful as we think then. Because we're about to have some weight on the back as well. What are you getting stuck on? Ah, some rocks. There's a loose rock on the ground there, stopping the wheels. Now I can't do anything. The mule wouldn't have these issues. This is why I love the mule so much, because it gets for everything. This is where we could have actually used the mule, but I just don't think it's powerful enough. There we go. This is where I say low gear is low range in SnowRunner and other things like that. I don't think it is, because sometimes you put it on and it makes things worse. Take it off and it makes things easier. Whereas low range to me should be for hills and things like that. But I do find it makes life difficult sometimes. So we need to do the smoothest journey we can to get us delivered, with very little loose rocks to stop us. Once this gets going, it seems to be okay. It doesn't like hills, and it struggles with rocks. But I think this is the right option. We probably are going to need a crane there at the end as well, annoyingly. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Considering this is carrying meant to be a heavy loader for heavy bits of equipment, I did think that this would be more powerful than it is. But then we thought that the Wayfarer, didn't we? The Wayfarer is our a big, well, meant to be our I'm not going to make the turn. I'm going to try and turn around, to be fair. The Wayfarer is our semi-trailer, but it is horrendous, as we've found. Come on. It's where no damage does help, to be fair. I need to reverse this back. I hate reversing these trailers. You think this is the only vehicle? So there's cargo vehicles. Yeah, I don't understand why they. I don't know. To be fair, we took the asphalt paver on it when we did the other road from our base nearby, and it didn't come off, but it did move. So I think there is a chance it could fall off if you're not careful. But you're right. I don't get why it can't strap down vehicles. It's even got a ramp on the back for vehicles. So if you're not careful, they can fall off, which then makes me think, well, we don't want to really use it with vehicles that much. Don't need to be that close to this, to be fair. I'm just trying to get it. Let's leave it there. I will keep going back and forward for ages if I'm not careful. Okay, let's go and get this bit of equipment. As I say, I don't think the mule would be able to do this. It's too long. It actually doesn't look that heavy, to be fair. It is just a drill. But it would be too long to fit in the mule, that's the thing. Why can't I go around anymore? Oh, okay. Maybe I can't go around him. Doesn't go around anymore. Oh, I know why. I'm hitting the. Okay, I know what the issue is. I'm hitting the vehicle. I'm hitting the back gates on the other vehicle. My issue is I can't go around I can't stop because we'll put this down, or we'll drop it essentially. So can we squeeze it past? We can. Yeah, I was hitting the backstops, the ramps, when I was turning round in this. This was the problem. Okay. Kind of want it in the middle, I think. Nearly there. Just want it slightly more in the middle. Right, that way. I don't know if I need to be as careful with lowering this down in terms of where I put it, but I just want to be sure it's in the right place. Okay. So now we strap cargo down. It is on board. We are ready to go. Final mission. Final thing to do on Sunkern. We just got to deliver this. So our route back out of the mine. Back the way we came up here, I think. Well, that's going to be a nightmare with that trailer, though, admittedly. Probably back to the mine entrance here, to be fair. Up this hill. Because we are going all the way up to where we just put the other convoy to, which was there. We're going there. But yeah, I think we've got to come out of here and navigate that, which with this trailer could be problematic. Some tight turns, but we shall see. It's the last bit we need to do for Sunkern. Sunkern's been a nightmare. It's going to throw a spanner in the works somewhere, I'm sure. Yeah, this is like the Wayfarer. It just seems underpowered for the job it's meant to do. The Wayfarer is a semi-trailer. It's meant to carry loads, and we just found it just feels really underpowered and struggles with a decent load. You never fell off the top. You used the old blue one. I don't think I've used that yet, to be fair. That's interesting, though. But even this is meant to carry big bits of equipment. It's a heavy transporter. So you'd expect this to be quite powerful, but it doesn't seem it. Okay. Well, the hill's the first test. I don't think the weight on the back's going to be an issue like it is with some vehicles. It shouldn't be anyway. Saying that, there's the hill. There's low gear is on. And it's not like it's muddy and that's what's stopping us getting up here. It's just the lack of power this thing has. If we had something heavier on that trailer, that wouldn't make that hill, I don't think. Which is where it just seems a bit weird, because you'd think, considering what its job is. I know obviously low gear will slow it down, but I think it needed it, otherwise it wouldn't have made it. Okay, we're out of the mine though, that's the first bit done. Check on the anchors for a second. So, we're now here, we don't want to go right, no, we don't want to go right. Right would take us down to... I don't really want to navigate all that, to be fair. So, we want to go straight on here, and that will take us to the mine, where we thought we were carrying a bit of equipment that we didn't actually need to carry. We are going to need a crane at the end point of this, but I think we can get one closer. There'll be a base closer to where we're going to start the crane from, so that shouldn't be too bad. So I think this needs a crane, ideally. It's got a little box on the back, a little toolkit. The details in some of the vehicles are really cool, like the toolkit there as well. You can even see the diff lock in the middle there, moving. Okay, we've got to be careful here because we will sink down into this if we're not careful. So we're going to go the route that's got the... that's the most solid, really. Do not want to be sinking down. I'm not worried about looking back at the equipment on the back. I don't think it's going anywhere. Unless we suddenly flip the whole thing. We shouldn't do that, it should be fine. Luckily for this vehicle, we've sanded the hill that's about to use, so that's a bonus. To make us travelling up it a bit easier. Try to stick to the most solid parts. What am I stuck? I'm stuck on something. There we go. So I mean, you wouldn't expect to get stuck on things like that, whatever that was. Come on, you can get up that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was the most solid way of going, so we've avoided sinking too much. But yeah, the sand up the hill should help us here. You're 3 high on materials, and yes, it's not going over as bad as the ground. Okay, we're stuck. Is that a tyre is causing us the issue? It's not the tyre. We're moving back absolutely fine. It's forward that's the problem. Come on, get some grip. Could be the sand bottoming us out, to be fair. No, we're okay, I think. Yeah, we're all good. As I say, I just think this should have more pull to it, more bite, more torque. But yeah, so you have 3 high materials and it's still exactly. I just think the Wayfarer is just underpowered. I think that's the same for a few of these vehicles, to be fair. I think they should have more power to them than they've been given at the start. Whether that's patched later on, I don't know. But then is this the rusty version? Because I think this is the rusty version, isn't it? So it might be the better version that we have to upgrade to. Maybe more powerful. I don't think there's another version of the Wayfarer though. But I think this may be the rusty version, hence lack of power. Which I hadn't thought about, to be fair. Okay, we'll take low gear off. This sound has made this a little bit easier, to be fair. I don't know how easy this would have been without the sand there, to be honest. That definitely made a difference. Okay, fairly simple route next as well. I've kind of learned the map to a degree, which, considering this is the last mission on this map, I actually know the map now, and we're going to be leaving. There are other things we can always come back and do on this one. There's still plenty of things like... We're stuck. There's still a couple of pipes and stuff that still can be fixed, but they're not missions as such, so we can always come back. There is that replayability, and there's lots of things that can be recycled, cleared up, roads built if you really wanted to. I think that's where the replayability comes in, is you can always go back to the maps and do more away from the missions and things. You know, we put a road in we're going to use in a minute that wasn't a mission related road, but it was done to make our life easier. So there's things like that can be done on the maps once you're done with everything else. For me, it's not something I do or come back and do, but there is that level of replayability if people want it. Especially once we learn trees. You know, that's something we've not done yet, trees, so that means there's a whole element on this map we've not touched. No, there's the Wayfarer's there's no upgrade. This I think does have an upgrade. But yeah, that could be the problem with this, is the fact it's just the rusty version. We've got a decent amount of money, so we should really look at what to upgrade next, to be fair. But then we've got that new vehicle, it's 40,000. The new scout vehicle. That looks incredible though. Thanks for the like, much appreciated. Okay, we're heading towards the road that we built. It wasn't mission related, but we did it for our convenience. And then we're just about there. Then I think we'll need a crane, annoyingly. But we can, there is a base nearby that we can pull them from. Right. We're nearly there. Whoa. Let's speed up as you go down the hill. I thought when we built this road it was really good. Looking at it now, it could be better. But then the ground we were working on wasn't brilliant. There were so many holes and things from the earthquake. And these roads, from what we can tell by doing the missions in the way they talk, everything we make is temporary. It's just to get the place up and running again. So these roads that we've put in aren't forever. They're not designed to be forever. It is just to get the whole thing working, the whole area working again. Kind of makes you feel better that isn't as good as it first seemed. Okay, we're taking a left-hand turn into here. Hang on, let me just check where I've gone wrong here. I have gone wrong. Gone past the turning. I thought for a minute we've gone too far. Ah, this is going to be a nightmare reversing this. That turning was back. I just had a feeling as we're coming up to these buildings, like, that's too far. I hate reversing these trailers. Yeah, I saw the buildings ahead of us and thought, no, that's wrong. That's the oil plant. I think we did okay though, actually reversing that. Is it through there? No, further back. The road isn't a big road, that's the thing. That's why I missed it. It is on the left, yeah, so this left-hand turn here. The reason we missed it, obviously, the start of this doesn't look like a road. It's just grass, but this is the road we needed to take. It might be the best in the category. Oh, really? See, I really like the rescue vehicle we have currently. I think that's brilliant. Okay. I don't know the best way of doing this, to be honest. I think we need a crane. We need to get it into there. We definitely going to need a crane. We can't jump into this one, annoyingly. That would be handy, wouldn't it? I don't know what crane would be best here. Okay, we have a base just over here we can put a crane to. I think these mobile cranes might be okay for this, actually. We don't use them very often. Yeah, mobile crane, let's use that. I don't think we need our biggest one. It didn't seem heavy when we picked out the mine. And I think it'd be quicker to get the mobile crane there than anything else. I just want to get it done. But yeah, interesting best in the category. Let's have a look at that then. I haven't really looked too much at the stats of the vehicles or anything, to be fair. Because we're just using what we can use. Oh. Yeah, we just kind of use what we can use, so I don't really look at the stats, to be fair. And the recovery vehicle, the minimum recovery, which is the second version, I think that's brilliant. I just love using that for everything, for winching, for pushing. It works really well. So I'd be interested to see what that one's like. It does look like, it does look massive though. Okay, we haven't got too far to go. We're going to go back down to our road again. But we take a right hand turn in a second. It was never going to be as simple as just getting their job done. We're going to properly deliver it. Now this map is just about done. To be fair, I've enjoyed it. It's been a tough map. It's really pushed us at times. Mainly the convoys. The castle was a nightmare. But yesterday, when we put the convoy to go over the train track bridge, and we got the trophy for Choo Choo, I thought that was incredible. It's had its moments. It's definitely had its moments, this map. Okay, right hand turn here, then we'll be on our road that we built, and then we're nearly there. Slow it down a bit. If only the rain would stop. When this map is nice and sunny, it is nice. When it's raining and miserable though. not so much. It's dark as well. And all of the vehicles have lights, you can't actually use them. But a whole new map to learn, with new things to do is going to be interesting. But I think that vehicle we've just unlocked is the only vehicle we don't own currently. Which is why we need to own it. Right, left hand turn here that's slightly hidden. There we go. Didn't miss it this time. Okay. My thinking is we'll pick it up and drive with it. Is my thinking. Right, first of all, we need to unstrap. Okay. How do we want to do this? Maybe not high enough. Anchors off. Slowly forward. Handbrake off would help. Still forget to take the handbrake off even now. I don't know if I can get the... Does the crane go past the front of the vehicle? Is that full extension? That's full extension, isn't it? No, it's not. Yeah, that's full extension. Okay. I weren't sure how far we need to go. Okay, so that means we need to come slightly past it. This crane is better used behind with the back end, really. Oh, we're stuck. Give it too tight. Okay. Anchors. Need to turn it around here. Again, we haven't really used the mobile cranes very often, to be fair. Normally the mule or the bigger crane does the job better. I know it's green, but I want to kind of put it there myself. There we go. All mine trophy achieved. Level 9 as well. Goal complete, bottom line. That is map complete. Protocols exist for a reason, but sometimes you just got to take a breather. Take a look at things from a different angle. Who knows what you might find when you come up for air. You can complete all the main objectives on this map. New maps are now available. The map selection, you can return to the hub or stay here and finish the side. We've done all the side missions too. This map should be 100%, which we'll see in a minute. Finally, Sunkern is done. You didn't really think a truck would go across the train track? Did you not think it'd go? No, that was brilliant. To be fair, I didn't think it would. I was doubting it, but I was fingers crossed hoping. So that is Sunkern 100%. Obviously, infrastructure request completed 2 of 11. We still don't 100% know what that means. And if we go to our previous map, Aftermath is north of 7, and Precipice is 3 of 3. So I'm not 100% sure what the infrastructure bit is. But it does, so that's something maybe we come back to in the future to try and sort out. But to unlock the next 3 maps, we need to do this one, and this is Incommunicado. We'll have a look at this in a second. The garage was going to have a quick look here, weren't we? So that new, I don't think we've... got the rusty version of that new truck, have we? We have to go and buy it immediately. A new version, better version of the crane we can get. Heavy, there we go. The heavy equipment transporter can be upgraded there. The new vehicle we just unlocked was... I haven't got a log forwarder yet. There, that's the new one. It's 42,000 credits. I want to buy it because we don't have one. Cargo truck's new as well. We haven't had that before. That's a new one. I'm guessing... Yeah, that's definitely a new vehicle. What else is new? Is that it? I think that's it for the minute. So cargo truck is new, and so is that the Don 72 Malamute. Okay. That's just our stats so far, isn't it? Cool. I don't know why they did that. Let's go. Okay, Incommunicado. Let's see what we need to do for this. Communication towers and power lines were critically damaged in the wake of a hurricane, leaving almost the entire region devoid of electricity and cut off from the flow of information. Your mission is to venture into this rugged terrain, deliver essential equipment, and restore radio communication. No idea how much of anything we've got. Let's see what we need to do. You can start a new map on a scout vehicle. Okay. Do you know what? Should we go and buy that other? Let's buy the scout. I may regret this because we may need the money. But let's go and buy this new scout. It's got a 24-meter winch. It's 4-ton winch strength. Terrain scanner of 50 meters. 55-meter objective scanner. Ability is 5 out of 5. Stability 4 of 5. Capability, and it's lightweight according to that. That looks cool, doesn't it? Okay. Yes. There we go. Now we can go to Incommunicado with a proper vehicle. Good luck on this one. Hopefully. In fact, actually, compare the stats. So the Minutemen Rescue has the same stats as the Amiga Thunder Sar. Obviously, I don't know winch and all that stuff. The Malamute is better by 1 on everything, but same weight. The basic Minuteman is poor. So the Malamute is better than the other 2 scouts by 1 on everything. But I don't know what the wind strength and stuff is. That's something we'll have to have a look at. But let's go. Hurricane. So far, what have we done? Flooding. Flooding before and after. Earthquake. I think that's it so far, isn't it? Those 2. So a hurricane's going to be more debris on the roads, more than wet. It should. I think it'll be more debris based. Would be my guess. I'm not sure. Wow. Eastern Europe in autumn. Following a devastating hurricane, your company is dispatched to the area to assist in restoring local infrastructure. Yeah, it doesn't look as wet, does it? It's going to be more debris on roads and stuff. By the looks of things. Lay more electricity cables. The only thing is when you do with cables, it destroys the ground. That's the downside. We've got a Malamute to have a look around as well.
Connection unstable. Too much static. Tried switching to reserve band. No dice. Guess it's a relay problem. Reach the relay and investigate. I repeat, reach the relay and investigate. Move fast before it cuts completely. Being read.
Kelly's not been able to get hold of us very well. She's struggling to get through with the lack of communication. So this is the map as we see it. Our starting point here. She wants us to go up there. There is a main road here to the left. There is a side road here which will probably take us to where we need to go. Let's go have a look. Lots of trees on the floor, as you'd expect. Lots of branches. Look at this. I think this is where we learn more about trees. Because the debris is everywhere. This thing, though, I'll tell you. You can feel the difference straight away with this thing as a scout vehicle. Wow. How does it handle mud, though? These big old tyres it's got. Not too bad, to be fair. This thing is incredible. Compared to the other scouts, you can tell the difference. I think we need to go through there, to be fair. It's a logging camp. Definitely feel the difference though as driving this. And I was saying how good the rescue vehicle was, and I still think it is. I still think it will have its use. This thing is incredible. I think there'll be loads, you're right, I think there'll be loads of debris. Yeah. Exactly, like I say, I think it'll be more debris than water. We've had a lot of water, haven't we? But this will be more debris based. Over that way. This is so high off the ground as well, the water doesn't matter. Size of them tyres. Okay, there's no road going this way, but we're basically there. So we have to see if we can get through the trees here. Watch for the tree stumps. Before we make our own road. Through the big trees. And we are here. First objective complete. Now I'm assuming we need to get the relay up and running.
Hey, you're back on the air. I was worried for a hot minute there. So, I've been going through the list of damaged facilities, and you know what? It's one heck of a
long list, is it?
And our list of assets is short. And by short, I mean it's just little old you.
It's always just us.
Sending you the to-do list now. That should keep you busy.
Thanks. Okay, let's have a look. So, objectives. Oh, the Wayfarer's here as well. Where's the Wayfarer? Okay, our Wayfarer's already here, strangely. That's at the gas station. I'm guessing it's got something on board. Because there's mission related. So, main objectives, visit the steel beams facility. That's all the way over there. And there's 2 different locations to reach for the steel beams. Restore functionality of the relay, which is deliver the Wayfarer, the vehicle that's by the gas station. Set up the Highland base, which is we've got to set a route up from the gas station to here. Okay, because that was, if we can set a route there, that would open that up. But that looks doable, to be fair. There's some debris on the road, but that doesn't look too bad. Let's do that now. The only debris that looks like it's going to cause a problem is there's a tree just over here. But other than that, I don't think that's a problem. Okay, we start here. Obviously, we don't know the vehicles it's sending out yet. We haven't seen them. So we don't know how good they're going to be. As long as they're not really small vehicles, I think we'll be alright. That potentially could be a problem there. We won't know just yet. We'll see how it goes. But we may as well get this up and running while we're doing other things. Right, vehicles dispatched, see what that does. Side missions, deliver the welding gas tank to the relay. There's a welding gas tank that needs delivering according to that. So our base is being set up. We've sent the vehicle out for that. I think, first and foremost then, I think we need to do the Wayfarer, to be fair. Is that already stuck? No, it's okay. I think we could bring the Wayfarer up. So we're just going to bring it to there, where we are our scout vehicle as it is. And it seems if we follow the other truck to the Highland base, we can then go in there and do it that way. So this one is, you know, nothing comes without effort, and our relay can't function without fuel. So here's the game plan. Deliver the semi-truck sitting at the gas station to the relay. Once it's squared away, we can control the play. That is our plan then.
Our relay can't do much without fuel, unfortunately. So, here's the plan. Deliver the semi-truck from the gas station to the relay. I hear no objections, so I consider the motion passed.
Okay. If we want to go straight ahead here, can I get through over here? These are blocking the route is what I'm thinking. I need to either turn round or go across the grass. Go that way. Well, we know the Wayfarer, which is the semi-truck we're in now. Oh, there we go. Base complete. We sent the convoy. It got there in one piece. Our Highland base is now ready. We're settling for the long haul. Nice and simple.
Repairing the power substation and restoring the electricity supply would be a huge help. After all,
why is that vehicle there stuck?
Without juice. But it's going to take some driving. This time, I'll ask you to take the truck loaded with steel beams from the relays yard to the power substation. For sure, you can handle it. But please exercise a little caution. If the truck turns over, you'll be in a lot of trouble and a long way from help. By the by, we had a driver up and quit on us. Just not cut out for the job, I guess. Only 18 hours behind the wheel was enough to send him running. Didn't even deliver the truck
18 hours.
all the way. Left it next to the town church. If you bring the truck to the garage, would be a great help. And net you a nice bonus.
There you go. So that's another mission. So another driver decided they had enough after 18 hours, dumped their truck by a church and looked off. And we need to go and pick it up. So it looks like that convoy stopped running. I did notice that convoy had a bad start since it hit a pole almost immediately. That's down to my route planning. But we just didn't see it when we planned the route. And the Wayfarer was getting stuck off road there as well. This just shows how bad it is, to be fair. We're going in here, and then we're taking a right turn, I think. Yeah, anything off road, this thing struggles with massively. But that's our infrastructure request going on. Fuel tank done and dusted, new enough. To be fair, I don't think this map's going to be that bad.
Well, that's the semi-truck squared away. And just so you know, you're starting to impress people over here. Even me.
We're impressing Kelly. There we go, that's the fuel delivered as well. So far, so good. So far, this map doesn't seem that bad at all. Okay, there was a new vehicle, I thought, but I think, no, there is. This is a convoy vehicle. So that convoy is done. There's no rewards remaining, but we'll leave it running for the time being. It doesn't matter. Repair the power substation. Let's deliver a vehicle. Right. Our base is, we can now call in all our vehicles as well now. That's something we can do when we're ready. Welding gas tank delivered to the relay. That's over there. Cargo truck. We're going to go and find it. We don't know where that is. Steel beams factories to our right. Repair the main substation is there. I think we visit the steel beams factory. We'll jump in our scout vehicle again, the Malamute. Oh, that's new. What's that? That's not for this mission. What mission is that for? Oh, I think it's that, isn't it? Yeah, this is the driver that jumped up and left. I think that's his truck there. Steel beams inside. So that needs delivering north. We don't know what the road's going to be like there, so I think we stick to what we said. Let's go and do the steel beams. And we jump in our Malamute to do it. Very nice start. 2 missions down very quickly. We'll see what else we can discover on the way. I don't like sending a vehicle. Oh, there's a car. That car there can be recycled. It's flashing blue. So when we need to make pipes and beams, we can chuck the car in. Yeah, that's got the metal on the back of it as well. The steel beams. So far, this map, hopefully, won't be anywhere near as bad as the last one. I say that now. There's going to be problems, guaranteed. We'll find some problems somewhere. This thing, though, is lovely to drive. And again, we haven't started doing wood yet. I.e. wooden vehicles and things, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that changes as well. Right, we want to be going left here, really. I'm trying to follow the roads because at least that way you kind of know when you need to set a route. You kind of know the way the road goes and how bad it is. These small branches aren't that bad though, to be fair. I'm trying to use the roads where possible. I know we could have cut across there and found it immediately. But if we know how the roads are and where they go, we kind of then can, when we need to set routes, it's a lot easier than just going off road. Okay, we need a bridge. Wow, okay. I'm glad I managed to brake in time there. I didn't think I was going to. So this is the main power station, which we have a mission for. Which is that one there. We've got to deliver a vehicle to there. But we have a problem. There's a big old hole in the road. And then it's flooded over there as well. Doesn't mean there's not another way in, maybe from the north. But as it stands, potentially we need to build a bridge. The only thing is we can't build a bridge yet because I'm not seeing a concrete factory. So we can't actually build a bridge yet because we can't do concrete. So that will be held off then. So I was saying about following the roads. I think I need to go off-road to get over here to see another way in. Okay, so we know there's something we're going to have to build at some point to fix that. That's fine. At least we know the brakes work because that was nearly a nightmare. Let's quickly nip up here and just see what this is because it will open up on the map at least. We haven't really explored maps before. We've just gone and cracked on doing the missions. Whereas this will open this up now. It'll tell us what it is. The speed on this is cool. So this is a workshop, essentially. Okay, we'll go back down that route there to get back. So when we need the workshop, it's there. And then next left-hand turn, and then we'll have to cut across. I've definitely got a new favourite scout vehicle. I love the rescue vehicle, but this is incredible. I say that now, whoa! And then I get it stuck in something. Right, can we get across? It's all wet and muddy. Let's see how we go. If I get stuck, I get stuck. Big old tyres working well. Just powers through. That's what I loved about the rescue vehicle as well though. It just powers through everything. Right, there is a small road here that we didn't see before.
This place got messed up pretty bad by the hurricane.
Yeah.
We don't get those where I come from.
So there's a road up that way.
I need you to go see exactly how bad we're talking here. Take a look around and report its current condition.
Okay, 2 places to investigate. This is the steel beams factory as well, but yeah, the small road to our left. Can I get through that gap? Don't think I can actually. No. I swear no damage doesn't make a difference. There's another gap over here. Had no trouble with that mud at all though there. Straight through it all. Okay, this one part looked at. It is in a bad way, this place. Second bit is over there. We'll follow the track to the left. It needs power, which is something we're going to have to manage as well. Lay some cable. Okay. Into here. It's not in the best state. That is objective complete though. Visit the steel beams factory. It's actually given us a steel beam for that. Must have had one in stock as the hurricane hit. I was waiting for Kelly to say something, but she didn't. So, repair the main power substation, which is there. We need to deliver a vehicle to it, which is doable because we can come this way maybe. There's an eastern tunnel over there. That needs power. Where's the vehicle we're using? Okay, so the vehicle... Oh, it's that one there. Okay, so it's not. That's not steel beams. I thought that was steel beams, but it's not. I don't know if it'll make it across this mud that we went across. There is a dirt track here, but that leads to the sand quarry. This one here is just flooded. Getting to here, I don't think it's a problem. Once we get to here, I think this was doable straight across here to there. So I think that's something we've got to look at and try and get done. The only thing is we don't know how to get from there to here. I don't really want to get it stuck. Yes, we could winch it out, admittedly, but because we can't make a bridge because we haven't got the concrete factory and we don't know how to do wood just yet. Double check. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So if where we are now, if we drive up here, this main road, I'm hoping it comes back to this bridge. Is my thinking. If we can get to the bridge, we know we're kind of there. Cargo truck. We should deliver the cargo truck to Highland Base. We've just got to reach location. Okay, then we've got to actually drive there with the cargo truck, according to that. Does that mean... Okay, so if we just have to drive there with the cargo truck, let's grab the mule, which is a cargo truck, and drive north, so we get to use the bridge, and we get to see how bad these roads are this north of the bridge. And then that will give us an indication of what this is like coming this way. I think that's a good plan. I'm just saying, we probably could force that vehicle across to here, but it would take some time and we'll probably get stuck a few times, I think. So yeah, let's do that. Let's track this one. It's deliver our a cargo truck is all it is. So if we jump into our Highland base, the cargo truck of choice is always the mule. There we go. I don't think the mule upgrades again, does it? Cargo crane truck, which is what I like to use all the time. There is a basic cargo truck we can buy there. Saying there's something new nearby. That's a cargo truck as well. That's a new one. Do we buy the new cargo truck? And it's even got the doze on the front to push debris away. As a grader. I think we do that. I think we take that and then we can push any debris off the road as we go. Plus it's a new vehicle. The Greenway Cross. It's heavy, so we don't really want to go cross country with it. But to me, means we can clear the roads at the same time, is my thinking. And it's a new vehicle for us as well. Yeah, let's do that. Greenway 740 Cross. We're going to buy that. That's going to be a lot of money, but it's a new vehicle. Yeah, push logs out the way. That's what I'm thinking. Where's it? Where does that go in our list of vehicles? So that's a cargo truck, the Taiga. We don't really use it now. We use it once or twice. Where is it? There it is. The Greenway 740 Cross. So we'd have to put the grader down. So it does sand flattening as well. That's manual, so I can put it down like that. It will automatically put low range on, but it will clear roads as we go. I think. Let's give it a test. But yeah, it automatically just means low range is automatically on. Yeah, it's just gonna be a bit slower, isn't it? Can also be used for sand flattening though as well. Oh, asphalt destruction as well. There's nothing really on this road to move, but I know it's only so it's only manual and there's manual and sand flattening, and that's it. How we do with debris. See, straight up, yeah, makes a massive difference, debris. I like that. That's cool. Okay. So the bridge is here to our left. Yeah, hopefully if this is needed, we can push debris and stuff out of the way. It feels more powerful than the mule as well. Obviously, kind of, it doesn't have a crane, where the mule excels. Definitely feels more powerful. Okay. So we are heading north. The road we've just got to here does go round to the right and down round here. So we'll follow the road for the time being, because that's how we can work out routes better. Most of the debris on the roads we're crushing as we drive over it. It's just broken branches. It's a windy road, isn't it? I'm assuming once we get to where we're going, we're going to need to use this to deliver something more than likely. Well, it'd be really annoying though if we get there and we needed a crane. We shall see. But at least we're opening up the map as well by doing this. The only thing this did say, this weighs a lot compared to a lot of other vehicles, so I'm guessing off-road it will have problems sinking into wet, muddy areas. Okay, loads of debris there needed for concrete. Interestingly, that's a big pile of concrete there. We're still going further north. But yeah, that is a big pile of concrete. We're going to need that for a bridge. Okay, road goes over this way. It's quite dry, which is good. Yeah, the only annoying thing will be we get here and we actually put whatever it is you need to deliver in the back ourselves. That will be a problem. Okay. Main road here. We go north, I think, then on the main road. There's another gas station. There's a lot of gas stations around. Some proper debris here. That's some proper debris. That's the Smell Out restaurant. That's it, as he says, gas station, but. Okay, we're nearly there. Some proper damage here, isn't there, from the hurricane? We're here. Okay. That's it. We just needed to drive there. Although saying that, it's saying there's something that... Oh, that's the other vehicle we need to deliver, isn't it? No, that's our... cargo truck to the Highland base. So we just need to drive that back. Okay. So that's the vehicle that got dumped, isn't it? And then extra support to operate never hurts. Ask us to go ahead and grab the car and send the request and deliver it to Highland Base. Well, that was what we just did. Oh no, you know why? We had to get here so we can find the vehicle, and then we can now drive that back. So we didn't really need to drive a cargo truck. We just needed to drive here so we can find the cargo truck, I think is the point. Before we jump on it, let's just quickly see what's over here. Because we're here anyway, so that's a bridge that needs fixing. So that bridge needs fixing before we can utilise it. So yeah, we could have used a scout vehicle over here. It didn't need to be a cargo truck. Especially a brand new one. We're going to drive the brand new one at least. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. That's the church up there. Which is what we were told. Someone had dumped the vehicle by the church, to be fair. That is an old battered truck about to drive. Okay. Well, we're going to have to leave this here for the minute because we need to jump into this thing. Instead, this is an old battered truck. So we need to deliver this back to the Highland Base after it was dumped. So this is still part of the same mission, I believe. And we know the route. It's nice and simple. We've just done it on the road, so this shouldn't be a problem. Other than the fact that this vehicle is going to be rubbish. Whoever the driver was had decided after 18 hours they'd had enough. I'm hoping he never gets employed again. Okay. That big water container that's come down the hurricane's on, that can be recycled. Yeah, we know the road's clear, exactly. But this is just part of the mission, so we read it wrong in terms of we didn't need to take a cargo vehicle over there. So we just read the mission wrong. But, you've got to drive a new vehicle. Right. We didn't go right last time because we come down here, didn't we? We didn't use that bridge though. We used this bridge. Let's head right. There's another right there. Just want to see where the main road goes while we're here. I didn't realise, well, every time you go to a new map, your fuel, which you use for fast travelling vehicles to certain places, in the top right corner, that starts again on a new map, which you weren't aware of. So that's interesting. Because we had quite a lot built up on the last map, mainly because we never use it. But we'll try not to use it again. It's kind of there for emergencies, I kind of find. Okay, this main road's got a bit more debris on board around it. Have a look. So this road is okay. Does look like a main road because of the fencing around it as well. We're looking for a left turn essentially. There's a road going off up there. Big old tree. Well, what do we got here? This is another wood. Looks to be wood. Wood business. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Logging camp. That's what that looks like. Right, I've got an off-road road here. So where we can find out this was a mistake and we shouldn't be doing this because of the mud. That's deep mud. Considering this vehicle looks like it's had it, I handled that okay. So this should lead us to the other bridge near the Highland base, I think. This map must be quite big, I think, by the end of it. Whether it's bigger than Sunkern, I'm not sure. But this was the other bridge that we saw that's near the Highland base. Yeah, I think this map might be bigger than Sunkern, or more, might have more land mass. Because you had to use bridges connecting Sunkern Map, didn't we? So maybe just a more land mass, maybe. Over here, I don't actually know what vehicle this is. I don't think that's a mule we've been using. There we go. Cargo truck to the Highland base is delivered.
Hey, you did a great job with that truck. So great, in fact, management just pushed all of the Weaver's tasks onto you. Isn't being popular great? Sometimes I hate this place with more passion than usual. At least it's not too bad for now. Just bring some more steel beams to the Highland base.
I hate this place with more passion than usual. Okay, so we now got a new one here. This is the bring steel beams to Highland base. Obviously, we'll need to make steel beams for that to happen, but the steel beam factory beforehand needs power, so that's not going to happen just yet. Welding gas tank to the relay. So there's a gas tank that needs picking up there, and that needs delivering to the relay, which is here. And then the other mission we have currently is repair the main power substation. So we need to deliver the vehicle to there. We did think we were trying to see if there's an alternative route here because of the big hole in the road there. To be fair, we probably could skirt across there, depending on the vehicle. And we need power. Before anything happens, before we get steel beams, concrete, power is the main thing. So let's try and get this power restored next, I think. So here's the plain truth. To power up our units, we need a dependable source of energy. In our backyard lies a power substation. Old as the hills, but tough as nails. A bit of elbow grease to patch it up and it will churn out the juice we need to get things moving. Let's bring the truck full of steel beams from the relay right to the main power substation. Beams from the relay to the main power substation. We finished the job. There's the vehicle. We just need to deliver it. Our scout truck is over there in case we do get stuck in the mud, to be fair. I don't know what vehicle this is, to be fair. It doesn't actually tell you when you use their vehicles. I just know it's a rusty one. But I think we can get there. I think it may be a bit of an issue in the mud, but we shall see. Obviously, we didn't find another main road that went there that I can remember us finding anyway. No. So my thinking is, that's quite deep actually. I was thinking we skirt across there, but I might change our plan. Because that does look very, very deep. Maybe we try and get across to here. The steel beam factory. Because there's a little bit of a route here. There's going to be a bit of water involved. But I think steel beam factory then round will probably be a best bet. I would say. So on the left hand side there should be a kind of a route that's been used previously. Like a track, because we can follow that. It's just past the tractor. Is it before or after the tractor? Just before the tractor, this route here. Can we get to here? Because then we can drive around and we're there. This is where potentially we're going to need our other vehicle. If that's only if it tows. We haven't actually seen if it's got a towing mode, to be fair. Whereas we know the rescue vehicle does. So we're always calling the rescue vehicle if we get really badly stuck. Let's see how we go though. It's muddy, but we're still moving. Although we're always moving, that's the main thing. When you stop, you've got problems. They're slowing down though. Doing the old climbing technique with the tyres. I don't know if low gear helps here or not, to be fair. Oh yeah, we've got markers. Yeah, I always forget about markers, to be fair. Made it through the watery mud there. Trying to follow the path, mainly because, in theory, that should be a better, more solid route. But I think we've done okay. I think that's sorted it. That was easy. All these issues we had on the Sunkern map, so far so good with this one. I'm probably speaking a bit too soon and things will go badly wrong shortly. But so far, no real problems. Even driving through that wasn't that bad. Okay. So from here, we follow the road until we take a right and follow that round as well. Okie dokie. Follow the road until we take a right just up here. This vehicle's not the fastest, and admittedly it's not one of our vehicles anyway. It's doing the job. Does help when you can stay on the main road, to be fair. Or these more off-road bits, but they've got rocks and stuff. They're always good. Wooden slats on the floor. I think I've never even seen that before, actually, to be fair. As a flooring, as a something on the floor. I don't think we've seen that.
There's one thing this power substation and my office chair have in common. They've both seen better days.
They've both seen better days, eh? Right, we're here. Power should be back on in a second. Objective complete. We've repaired the main power substation.
Okay, the factory looks good to go for now. Once, you know, it has power. I'm sure you understand what needs to be done. But if we're doing it by the book, restore the power supply
We've got to lay
factory
cables.
according to regulatory blah blah blah. You get the picture. So, here's the gist. Lay a cable from the power substation to the factory. And please don't get electrocuted. I don't need that on my report. Or my conscience.
Something I've learned about laying cables is we don't want them on the roads. So you can't lay cables through concrete bases, so you won't be able to lay cables on any of this bit here. And obviously rocks obviously won't lay either. But what does happen is it churns up the roads massively. So we don't really want the cable on the road. Because it does it messes up the roads really badly. So we need to find where we can get this electricity running to there. If we track that for a minute. Yeah, so we need to get it to there. Which makes me think we go through the water. Obviously the concern is going through through there. I don't know if we get stuck or not. Don't use your main roads, exactly. We learned that, especially on the Sunkern map with that hill. I think that was the only way to lay the cable there. But if we hadn't done that, it would have saved us a lot of hassle. So we only need to get the power to there. So the shortest point is there. We could always come up here and over there if the water's too bad. That's always the other option. Did we gain any new side objectives? No. Okay. Obviously we can't do steel beams yet. We haven't got any. How many does that want anyway? 5, yeah. 5 steel beams. We haven't got any, so we can't send them there. Hence why this needs to be up and running. Yeah. We'll gain 2 steel beams for doing this as well. Restore power to the steel beams facility. The relay's down and resurrecting won't be a stroll in the park. Every piece, every part has a role, and Steel's the unsung hero in this tale. We have the means to forge it, but first let's light the furnace and connect the steel beams facility to the power grid. Water energy, it's a cable. I'm sure it's insulated. It's a good point though. This is our cable layer. We haven't got much money, to be fair. How much is a new one? 29,000. Okay, we'll go with the old one then. Right, cable layer. I think we'll start at the steel beams factory. Makes the most sense, as that's the nearest thing to us. So we'll try and get to probably over here via the steel beams factory, and we'll see how we go in the mud here. To be fair, I think that's a good bet. As I say, we're going to try and avoid laying cable on the roads, as we've kind of learned that's not good. So to come out of here, we need to head down here, through the relay, and follow that road round. Definitely seen better days, this cable layer, looking at the state of it. Do you not think water and cables are a good idea then? I thought it was a good plan. Not too slow, this thing though, considering. It's very, very noisy once it starts going though. Yeah, so far this map hasn't really thrown up any issues so far. I know I should be saying that, because now it will. It does look a lot easier than the Sunkern map. But time will tell. Okay, so the route to take is just before the tractor in the field. We're on track, so I'm hoping we should be alright in the mud. But obviously I'm guessing we weigh quite a bit as well. And potentially that could be a problem. I want to know when we're going to learn how to use logs and do some logging. Because we still haven't been taught that yet. I just wanted to give us a logging vehicle so we can actually know how to do it. Although we could just buy a vehicle and use it, to be fair. Sometimes a wooden bridge is better than a concrete bridge. Okay, there's our tractor in the field. So, if we follow this across, obviously we need to be... we do infrastructure, electricity. We kind of need to get to here, don't we? And then see how bad the water is. I'm thinking we go here, though. Because that way we're minimising the amount of water we're in. We're in a really good conductor. It's a good point. Metal vehicle, electricity and water. It's a really good mix. So yeah, I think we'll go across here as we planned. Come through the factory. And then we'll have another look here. But yeah, I'm thinking up here and down. Avoiding all roads at all costs. But can we get across here? If not, we might have to tow this out. I don't know how well this is going to go in the mud. I would hope the tracks wouldn't be too bad, but we shall see. Keep moving. Actually, it handled it pretty well. That wasn't too bad at all, to be fair. We're not out of it yet, but yeah, that's handled it pretty well. Considering this is the older version, although it's been cleaned off in the rain. Now it's rained on it, it looks clean and it's not so bad. It was all muddy, it looked really bad. Okay. Yeah, now I'm looking at it, I don't think going through that water's a good idea. Now I'm looking at it, I don't really want to go through the middle. I think we are right in our thinking, we try and do this bit. Come forward a bit more before we need to start laying. There's also a route over here. If we aim for here, because although there's a track there, but that's not for a road. I don't think, looking at it. So yeah, I think what we do, we start laying here. We head to here, come across, and then across there. Right, let's get this doing its thing. Cable laying. We're not on the road, so we're not going to damage the road at all. Which is something we have learned. Struggle a little bit there, I think, because of the rocks. I was going to go further to the left here, wasn't I? How bad is this? No, it's okay. I was going to go further to the left, I don't think we need to. Come to the right now. It is getting quite muddy here, but I think we're okay. Again, avoided roads at all costs, which is a bonus. There we go, the steel beam facility, power returns, the facility comes alive again, the efforts to fuel the future. It is back up and running.
Good grief! You make it all look easy. With the new power cable, we'll have no trouble keeping this factory running. Great job. If we're to fix this whole area, we can never have too many materials. There's no point just sitting around while we wait for HQ to send us everything we need. Or for everything we need to just fall from the sky. Which, let's be honest, is more probable. I suggest you check out the steel pipes facility. It's close to the center of the operations area. If it's working, we'll be cutting out a lot of waiting time. Speaking of cutting out time, there's
stump mulcher
that might be very helpful in clearing a path for you. It's in the truck's shack near the relay. Swing by there and pick it up.
Our first wood vehicle is nearby. It's definitely something to have a look at. Okay, so we laid our cable. I think we did pretty well. We stayed away from the road. I think that worked really well. So definitely something we learned. There is something else. We've got 3 pipes to replace somewhere. I don't know if that's is that mission related or not. Wrong one. That one. So there's 3 pipes along this route here to be redone. I don't know if that's mission or not though. Stun mulcher near the relay. Explore the steel pipes. Relay. Okay. Steel pipes facilities over here. Stump mulcher, where are you? Mainly because I want to just see it. Stump mulcher's over here. We do have 3, yeah. So the rewards for the mission was metal beams. We need 5 for the actual mission. Here, you need 5 to the Highland base. We can do that in due course. Let's go and get our mulcher though. We haven't used it. It's new. So navigating these rugged paths is no walk in the park. But here's a thought: a stump mulcher, a real workhorse that bulldozes through woods to turn thickets into clearings. We trust you'll wield it wisely in the operations. It's in the truck shack with the relay geared up and ready for duty. So we're there to pick it up. So we just need to get a vehicle to there, don't we? Is what we need. Yeah, just reach the location. So what we'll do, if we come out, we obviously just need to jump in a vehicle. What's that there? Is that our scout vehicle? There it is, isn't it? We'll grab our rescue vehicle from the garage. Mainly because we're still right by where we need to be. And everything else is further out. There's no point in bringing anything back this way when we can just get down here really quickly. Okay, stump mulcher. We have our new vehicle. Look at that thing. So the MTK 100M, impressive swing arc, large diameter cutter wheel, tracked for better weight distribution.
This factory isn't going to Aren't you glad you brought that mulcher? It's time to put it to good use, don't you think?
Gotta love a new vehicle. Cannot beat a new vehicle. Right, clear the land near the steel pipes facility. Let's open that up and have a look. So there's a whole strip of area here we need to clear. I found the perfect proving ground for that new mulcher in the vicinity of the steel pipes facility. Our end game, establish a connection to the main grid. First, we need to deal with the preliminaries, clearing the brush off the land, making room to lay down cable. Let's roll up our sleeves and dive in. So that's where we're going to drive it to. Which isn't too far away. There's a mud road there. Brand new vehicle. This is the rusty stump mulcher. While we're in it, before we actually crack on, where's the stump mulcher on this? Just so we can see how much the upgraded version is, to be fair. Because now we've got the rusty. The first one should show up. There we go. 17,000 to upgrade. Didn't mean to do that. 17,000 I think it was to upgrade. So better stump mulcher. Does look cool though, doesn't it? Okay. Activate mulcher is the only control it's got. But we get to mulch. So first kind of wood usage we've had so far. So there's a track coming up here. We follow that, and that will take us to where we're going. It's not the fastest vehicle in the world, but I wouldn't expect it to be. But yeah, if there's another mission that gives us 2 more steel beams, that will then be the other mission done. Otherwise, we've got to use the factory. Which isn't an issue if we have to use the factory. It is exciting when you do get a new machine, though. If you use it for the first time. Oh, is this our route to go down? Yeah, this route here. It's not as snappy with controls as some of the other vehicles, which is nice. We've had some vehicles that's so snappy with controls. You can, that's nearly went over. You struggle to control them sometimes. This isn't that. It's quite nice and controlled. Although we did just tip it over. Does lack a bit of power. Up hills and things. Suppose that's to be expected for what the job it does is. This mud is bad. I was following the route because I thought it would take us. This was an old path to use, but it's quite muddy, which is why it's so slow. Still moving though, just slow. Yeah, we are heading the right way. It's just very slow in the mud. This is the kind of vehicle you want to put on the back of the transporter, isn't it? Really. There's a bit of water here. Can we go up there instead? It definitely leaves a mark in the ground after you've gone through. Yeah, this is one to definitely put on a transporter, I think. Right, me tipping it over again. It's not getting stuck though, that's always a plus point. It is just crawling along. Why does that look really steep? That looks really steep and messy. Maybe following the easiest path from where it seemed may have been a bad decision. There's a bit more road there. Okay, this is that's why it seems more of a road here. We're nearly there. And maybe it wasn't a bad decision to go the way we went, I don't think. It just shows that this thing is slow. But you'd expect a mulcher to be slow, to be fair. It's never going to be zooming across open ground, is it? Okay, start point is just coming up. I don't know how much we need to mulch, we'll just keep going until it tells us we're done. And then we'll see if there's anything we've missed. It's basically looking at stumps, or anything else that gets in our way, really. We'll start on this left hand side. I definitely can say, it speeds up a little bit now. Okay. Are we just going for the stumps it lines up, or I'm not sure. Mulch is going. You need to clear down stumps. Bring the stump mulcher vehicle because you usually grind down these stumps. Okay. There's a stump straight here. There's a tree next to it, to be fair. See how this does. I've got no control over it at all, other than just drive up to it. Okay. Not too bad. It just destroys anything in its path. And we're doing the whole tree as well. Hang on. There's a whole tree here. Okay, no. Didn't like that. So I think on whole trees you can't do it. No. So whole trees does turn it off then. Just for stumps. I haven't missed anything at the start, have I? No. It's different to what we've done in the past. It is a first. It does what it says on the tin. It gets rid of the stumps. Definitely does what it says on the tin. And also if it goes over other branches, it does destroy them as well. He's branching the floor here, it is just destroying them as you drive over them, to be fair. I'm assuming we have to get every single stump. If we miss one, it won't pass us, I'm assuming. It won't say the area is clear. But it's a good old machine, to be fair. As I say, it's just different. It's also a different job that we've not done before. So the stumps themselves, once you ground them, do actually just disappear. Because if you had a proper stump grinder, you'd actually go down into the ground with it as well. Normally they go into the ground and really go to town further down to a decent depth. There we go, that is complete. We've cleared the land. Look at the teeth on there. Yeah, normally when you do stump grinding, you take the top bit off, but you also get down into the mud. So it's to stop it growing back effectively. And there's different types. This one is just one that only looks like it does above ground. But that is a job done there. Okay, explore. There's still okay. We got to explore over here. Steel pipes. Welding gas tank to the relay. Steel beams. We still need more steel beams. That's actually gained us 2 wood. Doing that as well. That's the first time we've got wood on our side. Right. We still need to go and pick this up over here. So the welding gas tank delivered to the relay. That means we're going to need the mule, I think. Obviously don't know how big this thing is. And I'm assuming we're picking up and carrying it. So I think we'll do this next because of where it's one of the first missions we gained and we haven't done yet. So we'll do this first. The staff of the relay has a lot of welding work to do, so they're steadily consuming their stocks of argon gas. Let's create some extra reserves so we won't have to worry about running out. There is a seaside town near the port. It would be the best spot to start a search. Find the town, get the gas tank, bring it to the relay. There's no rush. Best not to risk it. Let's not postpone for too long. Right, we'll jump in our mule then, because they'll have a crane, just in case we have to lift this up onto ourselves. So I guess we're going to have to. New map for the mule to explore. Go to vehicle. Yeah, okay. Chill. So we can follow the main road back to where we started. And then it's kind of a right hand turn there, I think. So yeah, left hand down here, follow this road. And then we head off over here somewhere. We're looking for a port by the sounds of it. I didn't know there was a port here actually. That'd be interesting to unlock that. We need to make two more steel beams at some point as well. We should really clear this road at some point, make it a little bit easier to manoeuvre. Alright, I'm out of your way. That's the convoy that we don't get any more rewards for, but it will keep going until we tell it not to. Or we get stuck. Okay. Right, this is where we haven't been before. So let's have a look. We want to go further around really and then take a right. Big old stuff in the road here. That could be a problem. What we'll do, we need to move one of these just out of the way. They're too heavy for us to actually do too much with, to be fair. All I want to do is just move it. I could have just left it where I left it, to be fair. I didn't need to do that. Yeah, I didn't need. I should have just left it. Let's change attach mode to single. Try and grab the front of this. Just swing around. At some point, I'm assuming if we need metal, we'll need to grab these. Let's get rid of anchors. I actually thought that would roll, to be fair, but it didn't like that. I didn't put any of the all-wheel drive or anything on. That's why I didn't like it. There we go. There's space to get through now. Okay, right hand turn here I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, let's see we've got where this gas tank is for the welding gas. Oh, that's a bit of a hole. Should have avoided that, to be fair. What have we got over here? So there's meant to be a port here somewhere. I'm sure it said. Don't think that tree was meant to do that. Someone's had a tree go into their house. Yeah, I think we're here. Where's our gas tank? Oh, search area. Find object. Do you know the annoying thing with this? It'd be better if we had our scout vehicle because you can scan. So this is an actual village, town. I don't really know what we're looking for. It's just a gas tank, I think. Maybe we need to bring a scout vehicle over because they can scan for objects, which we can't do in the mule. We can get off this. Tree kind of holding me hostage there. Yeah, it's a search area, so we'll have a quick drive round, see what we can see. If not, we'll have to bring the scout over. But yeah, this town's been decimated by this hurricane. And there's the port by the looks of things. Not that I think is up and running anymore. That doesn't mean that's where it is either, that's just showing the search area. Yeah, leaves are still coming off the trees. I just like the fact that you do get snagged on stuff on the roads and stuff. You know, you can get snagged on trees. Now, a welding gas tank would be, I'm assuming, near a building where they did welding, would be my guess. So where they either built things or fixed things. Oh yeah, just thought over here maybe. It's kind of the edge of where we're going though. I don't know if it's in a building and we need to pull down or open the doors, I don't know. We're looking for kind of a warehouse more than a house, I would have said. And all these look too housey for me. I think we're looking more for a warehouse or business of sorts. If it's following, you know, true to life. Which I think is more further over there. These are all houses. Further north seems to be more business. Yeah, that's more business there, isn't it? I think we're still in the search area. Yeah, still in. So there's the port there we've found. This is definitely more business. Vessel service. There's storage there. No, I don't want to do that. So that will do them doors open, so they're going to be used for something. I think the water might be a little bit polluted with debris. Looking at that. Yeah, I don't know if we can find this without using the scout vehicle. Because nothing is really showing up. I think it's going to be in this area because of this is a business. Ah, hang on, what's that there? Oh, there's a crate. Although that looks like tyres to me. Are they concrete there? Looks like it. Yeah, I don't think we can find this then. So there's your ports. I think we need to actually scan for it because nothing is showing up. Although we're looking around, I think this is the right place, to be fair. So what we'll do is we'll bring our, what's our nearest scout vehicle? It'll be the rescue vehicle when it's here. We'll bring this up and we'll scan for it. Our other scout vehicle's further afield, so this is closer. Shouldn't take us too long to get there, to be fair. Might even try a different route there just to see if we can. But yeah, I reckon it will show up by that port, but you need to scan for it first to show where it is. And it may even mean we need to winch one of the doors open, which you can't do with our mule. Okay, so there is another route this way, which isn't the way we went. I don't think. Did we go this way? No, we came in further south. This will take us to that bit, so let's go here this way first. Again, wood on the floor is a first for us. We've not really seen that before this map. This is maybe a bad decision, this route. There we go. I'm not going to go through all that mud and get ourselves stuck. I'd rather get myself stuck on tree stumps instead. The roots of the trees as well. Right, search areas here. I'm going to head straight to the port, I think, and try there first and foremost. Object scanner. Don't think anything showed up immediately. Ports over here. Tree stump. Nothing so far. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not business then. The businesses aren't showing up anything. I may have been completely wrong. I thought it'd be in one of the business. Ah, there we go. We have found it. It is there. To be fair, we probably could have found it by driving past it then. But the scanning did help. And I was wrong. It wasn't exactly by the port, by the businesses. But we can now pick it up. Hurry for time. Oh wow. Still a good half an hour left. We've got plenty of time today. Thought we must be near the end of the stream, but it's not. Plenty of time. Okay. Double normal attach mode, anchors. Camera. Okay. Should be able to fit this in the back nice and simply. Nearly went in with no issues. There we go. Crane folded, anchors, strap cargo. The gas is on the back. Don't blow the gas tank up. That's a good point, isn't it? Let's not crash and blow up, shall we not? So we're delivering to the relay. So the relay is actually by our base, of our base operations over here. So nice and simple. There is a main road we can use, and then it's a dirt road after that if you want to go that way. Obviously, we want the safest, smoothest route possible if we can, which is probably this route here. To be fair. So if we come out of here, change camera, take a left, destroy the garden chair. We're quite lucky in the UK. We've never really experienced hurricanes. I know in America they get quite a lot. Couldn't imagine living through a hurricane. You know, sheltering in your house because you don't want to leave. And we're just waiting for it to pass and dealing with the devastation afterwards. My other half has family in America and they've been through a few hurricanes. I just can't imagine it. Okay, we follow this to here and then it's main road all the way. Yeah, it must be horrendous to actually be in one and live through it. The trusty mule does it again. There's a big hole in the floor there. Let's be careful of that. Don't go down the hole. Okay, main road, and then it is main road all the way. There's no issues at all now. Nice and simple. I say that as I move into the pipe. So glad there's no damage. We have gained some fuel by doing the missions. There's 12 fuel on there now. It's one thing we've not ever used any of fuel. Only because whenever we call vehicles back, it's normally to a base. We haven't really used the vehicle to call vehicles to for a mobile base. We've never really used it. I think most things can be driven there quite simply. I suppose if you want to speed up building roads and things, it makes sense to use it, but we just end up driving there. Okay, this is our base, Highland base. We need to travel, get through this, and then through the other side and down the road for the relay. Trauma living through and having benefits. Yeah, you never hear of many people dying though, do you, during hurricanes? There's normally like 5 or 10. It's never a really high number. I suppose most people leave, don't they, first, and that's why. But yeah, returning home and seeing the house gone, I just can't imagine it. It's one of those things that unless you experience it, you just can't comprehend how bad it is. Right, let's get this delivered. We're here. The welding gas as requested. I'm going to move the old one out first. I always forget about the old one to be moved. Doesn't really matter where I put it for the minute, does it? I suppose at some point it can be recycled. And now I can press it. I'd just like to actually put it on the floor. There we go. Job done. Welding gas has been delivered.
Nice work. That's enough gas to keep the welders at the relay happy.
Right, let's have a look. We're getting through these missions. Still beams. We still need 2 more of those. Still pipes facility needs exploring. Now, still beams need delivering to the Highland base, which is where, oh, to there. Okay. We still need to make 2 more. What I'm thinking is these tanks that we've got here, we might as well take one of them and deliver it to the steel beams facility. What vehicle have we got here? Oh, that's the grind. I was going to say explore is pointless there. We have got a vehicle over here to explore the steel pipes. And I think then it'll be powering that up. Steel beams, we need more. So we need to do and recycle and do that. What I think we do is we explore the steel pipes, mainly because we're already nearby. With our vehicle over here, the new one. So one more factory we'll need in working order is the steel pipes facility, located closer to the central part of Eden. Survey its premises and give your professional opinion concerning its current condition. I guess we'll get there and have to lay electricity, is my guess. But we have this vehicle waiting for us over here by the church, as we didn't need this in the end when we came and picked up the metal beams that were here, so we may as well drive this across to where the factory is. And explore it with this for the minute. We know there's metal we can pick up just about everywhere, to be fair. So we can get 2 more beams done very quickly. So yeah, we'll do this then beams, I think. Right, we're heading there. I'm just looking at roads. Obviously, there's an off-road route gas station here. There's roads going north as well here. That's what I'm thinking. Let's go this way. Because there must be a road coming onto it, I would have guessed. But yeah, all these destroyed vehicles, they're all things that can be recycled. We haven't used our blue vehicle yet that picks up small vehicles. I might want to come and grab a load of vehicles with, to be fair. Right, what was this here? There's a coast style. I don't know what that is. That's something we need to explore, I think. But yeah, there's a road going right here, which is what I expected. Because I think this will take us to the factory, essentially. Or is it a dead end? Might be a dead end, actually. Yes, a dead end. Okay. I thought that would take us straight to the factory, it was a dead end. Okay, we can go off-road. I'd rather not. Just because... Well, actually, let's try through here. Just because I can just see something down there and I don't know what it is. Okay, here we go. Wasn't the steel beam factory I could see, it's this I could see. Is that kind of, is it a mine? Quarry maybe? It's pipes that need fixing. Looks like a quarry, to be fair. There's a factory just over there. While we're here, I'm just trying to activate this potentially. So this counts as being here. There we go, gas station. There's a road to our left here. Okay, so the annoying thing is we need a vehicle that can open doors, and the only way to do that is with a winch. These doors need opening, so we need one of our vehicles with a winch. Where is our new vehicles ever, haven't we? That's cable layer. There we go. This is a winch, the new Malamute, new scout vehicle. need this to go and open up the doors. Okay, to be fair, we can probably follow this road to there. What is that? I don't know what that is. There's a vehicle there, but it's not one of ours. So it might be a new vehicle, to be fair. So yeah, let's follow the road. And that will get us there. Should in theory get us there. We're guessing the road does go that way. It makes sense when we go that way though. This thing can get some serious speed. Hang on. There's a left turn there. Where does that take us? That will take us to the steel pipes factory, I think. That left turn there. That road goes further north. This thing is incredible to use. Look at it. Flying through the dirt path. Okay. Lots of debris here, by the looks of things. So I was trying to find a way through. These are cranes that can be used, I think. We're going to obviously open them doors over there. Just trying to find an easy way through. We should be able to go by the cranes, to be fair. I know it looks like there's loads of debris everywhere, but we should be able to get past it. There we go. All this metal that can be recycled. Hopefully we'll be doing that in due course. No! That's what I didn't want to do, but I have a crane. Not used one of these yet. Oh, there's no power, is there? It's not going to allow me to do it because there's no power. I didn't think of that. Okay, we've messed up a little bit then with this. We are going to have to recover. I was messing around thinking we could get straight through there. Obviously, bad decision. Highland Base is our nearest port of call, so we'll go there. It's free to recover to Highland Base. Doesn't cost anything. Because the winch doesn't work once you've stalled the engine. Or at least I don't think it does. Should have tried it really, shouldn't we? So we can get back there quickly, literally just round the corner. I was trying to just cut through and save a bit of time. I should have just gone the right normal way. It isn't actually that far from here. Once we go across the bridge, we're kind of already there. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not going the right way. Although I can go this way. It wasn't the way I was planning to go actually. I was going to just go across the bridge and I'm there. Probably for time. About 20 minutes. I've got a feeling there's going to be quite a lot of missions to do here. I did see something earlier. I don't know if anyone else noticed it when we went onto the main menu. We'll have a look at that before we finish today because I think that tells us how many missions, main missions and side missions there are in total, and I think the number's quite surprising. Bridges to our left. But I think this map's going to have a lot to do. Well, I don't think we've barely scratched the surface. I don't think. We're still just getting everything up and running. And then once that's done, it'll actually be doing things after that. So yeah, considering this is just getting everything up and running to start with, I think there'll be lots more to do yet. Okay, the doors to this. I'm here. My other vehicle's there. If we follow this, cut through the gas station, because obviously we need to open the doors. That's essentially what we need to do, and I think then we're laying cable. There we go. But yeah, I need to try it. Next time we're turned over, I do need to try the winch. I don't think it works. But I can't remember, to be fair. Okay, that's that one. Full winch to open it. We can knock, to be fair, we can knock into them. It's saying us, oh, will, okay. Is that in the menu then, you mean? I'm just trying to open the door a bit more. There we go, we're here. We are here. A bit more faffing than I would have liked, to be fair.
This place is a complete and utter dump. I don't think you can do much until you clean this joint up. Might be an idea to get the larger hunks of trash, like that scrap metal, out of the way. At least there are some cranes that can help with that.
Okay, maybe now the cranes will work then. I don't think it will. So we need power. So we need to clear the debris from these areas. Track that one. So 2 areas to clear. The cranes wouldn't work a minute ago. Maybe they will now though. To clear the working area inside the steel pipes facility. Now isn't that a sight for sore eyes? The steel pipes facility is holding up better than anticipated. It doesn't seem to have been shut for years. But if we're going to jumpstart the behemoth, we need to clean its yard first. You can use a grab crane located just nearby to remove these mountains of scrap metal from your driveway. Surely these would be better to be recycled. We shall see how this works. So we've never used one of these before. I don't... Boom forward. Okay. They don't sound the same as before. I think that's why I didn't think they were working. Okay. Scanner is object scanner. That's object scanner, that's fine. Station. Ah, that's how we go down. Okay. Right. These are definitely different to use. I don't think I've got it, to be fair. Oh, no, I have. Right, we dumped that behind. There we go. The pipe actually isn't it doesn't need clearing, to be fair. It's just this stuff here. It's so we can drive through is what it's saying. But yeah, a lot of this really we can recycle into beams anyway. Don't put it back in. Yeah, when it comes to actually needing to make things. Very different controls though to everything else we've used so far. That seems too small to pick up. No, we got it. I think it makes things quicker. We'll just chuck it over there. Good fun these cranes to use though. Where you look at your company bit. Okay, we'll have a look at that then before we finish today. Two bits at once, look at that. But yeah, these cranes are very different to use than the other cranes we've used so far. Oh, I'm back in. Different in controls as well, which will just take a bit of getting used to, but actually, not too bad. Stay there. But yeah, when loading a vehicle or a load of scrap metal, this would be really easy to use like this. Let's go this way. Because there's plenty of scrap metal around here. Look at all that, cars and everything. So it should be fairly easy to load a few trucks up with scrap metal and make pipes and things when needed. Okay, one last bit for this first crane, and that'll be job done. Turn. Yeah, first bit done. Okay, we'll jump in the other crane. Same again. Now we know what we're doing a little bit more with these. When it stops, it kind of makes it, oh, it's broke, it's not going to go any further, but actually it does, you just need to reapply. Tyres that we can sell if we wanted to. We've not sold anything yet. I know we've recycled things, turned metal into pipes and beams. Not actually sold anything, and I know you can sell tyres because they're not needed for anything. So at some point we've got to really make some money by doing that. I suppose you can spend quite a lot of time just selling stuff, especially on Sunkern. The ability to sell was at the ports. I can imagine you can spend some time selling things, and that way you can get your trucks a bit quicker. The upgrades anyway. Missed it. Yeah, because Sunkern's port does have a selling point. At least that way you get all your upgrades really quickly if you spend some time selling things. Oh, I had the tyre. I didn't think we had the tyre, to be fair. I like that you can near enough throw it as well. Yeah, my guess is we'll need to lay cable shortly to get this up and running. There we go. That is done. Another mission complete.
Hey, I've been going through the factory plans here, and it looks like we're in a bit of trouble. We'll need to replace some pipes and a central valve if we're going to make more pipes.
Ah,
but
okay.
there's a way to break that endless cycle. The factory's receipts show a shipment from before the disaster. It was delivered to a construction site not too far from you, and that shipment just happens to contain exactly what we need.
Amazing,
Too
that.
good to be true, huh? Can you please check if it's still there?
Okay, so factory needs some things fixing before we can use it. Find the piping equipment in coast style. So coast style was over here. We saw this. We've got to find the equipment that's there and then go and grab it would be my guess. We still need to bring steel beams. Now, I think we need to actually get this done because it's still there waiting to be done. Obviously, delivering these shouldn't be that bad. We do have 3 in storage, which we'll just do from there. But we do need to make 2 more. Now, there's no crane here. Where's our mule at this point? Because obviously that's the go-to when it comes to... Oh, our mule's there. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll use the mule, we'll drive to the steel beam factory, recycle some metal, so we can make 2 more beams, chuck them in the back, and then we can get the ones out of storage here as well, and that'll be them done as well. In fact, before we do that, we can take some metal with us. We'll get this in the back. We'll take this with us, and that hopefully will give us at least a B, maybe. That's my hope. Hold on. There we go. Anchor's done. Change camera. Patrick, good morning. How are you? Yeah, we'll have a look before we finish the Irishman. Okay, so we just need to deliver this to the steel beams factory over here. We can go across the water. We have done it with other vehicles. I suppose the main roadway is a long way away, so we need to come out of here. Not too bad today. Not too bad, thank you. Have I still got the wrong camera yet? The left down here. Hang on. Sand quarry over there. Workshop. I just keep moving the map around. I keep forgetting which way we're going. Take a left. And down here. So we need 2 beams from the factory, and then we can take them back to Highland Base, get that done. I know it's a side mission, but it's been there a while, so we might as well get done first. It's raining. Hear the thunderstorms rolling in. Despite all the upgraded equipment and the new stuff, the mule is still the go-to. It never goes wrong. It's always done us proud. What did we just get stuck on? Through the mud and everything. It's always just kept moving for us. Kept doing what it's meant to do. To be fair, if some of the other cargo trucks could have a crane on the back, they would be a lot more use, to be fair. But because they don't have a crane, it makes life a little bit harder with them. Okay. So metal in over here, and we'll see how many beams this makes. So that's one beam already done. So we just need enough metal for one more beam. And to show us up to where the metal is, although we can probably see it. Okay. Oh, there's actually no metal here. I thought there'd be loads of metal laying around in here, but there isn't. Okay, there is some over the back over here though, including a big pipe. So we'll go over there and grab that. Yeah, I thought there'd be a load laying around here, but there isn't. It definitely isn't as frustrating. So far we're flying through this one. I don't know what their percentage is, but we're definitely flying through it. But then something tells me we're going to hit a snag somewhere. It's never going to be that simple, is it? But this is an area affected by a hurricane. There's obviously lots of debris. Right, we'll try and finish with this steel beam mission. We're running out of time today. But I think... Ah, it's a car. Obviously, if we could tow, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? But we can't tow with this. Not in traditional sense, anyway. But in the non-traditional sense, I think we can. Can we toggle attach mode? And there we go. So this isn't normal towing, this is crane towing. And hopefully this will be enough to give us the final thing we need for steel beams. Take low range off. Should really keep an eye on it, but I think it's going to be fine travelling behind us. There's not as much metal debris here as I expected. I thought there'd be loads more close by. That's something to remember, that if we need beams, we've got to go and travel a little bit to get what we need. Right, car coming in. There we go, we've got actually enough for 3 beams. So we just need 2. Anchors. I'm definitely enjoying this map better than the last. Yeah, absolutely. I am being quick about this because I know we're going to run out of time. I didn't really have a choice by the end of it. Okay. Fold crane, strap, anchors. Okay, 2 on board. We need to drive back now to the Highland base, which isn't too far, and then. Sorry, let's get the map situated the right way around. We're now here. We need to drive back to Highland base up here. We can take the 3 out of storage. That's 5 done. I do have a new favourite scout vehicle. It's incredible. Okay, I know we're already out of time, but I think what we'll do, we'll quickly finish this mission, and then there's something to look at on the main menu as well that we haven't seen before that we need to have a quick look at as well before we finish. But as we're just about finished with this, we might as well get it done now. And then tomorrow, we're not back in RoadCraft tomorrow morning. We are splitting the week with Assassin's Creed Shadows tomorrow morning. Just to split the week up. We've got side missions to do, and there's also a group of people that we've discovered that we didn't know about until last stream that we've got to go and find and kill. Plus anomaly stuff to clear as well. So that'll be the focus tomorrow morning. Bit of a change of pace And we've got just over just under 2 weeks now before Death Stranding 2 releases, which will be our main focus on release as well. So yeah, just under 2 weeks now for Death Stranding. Okay. So just up here, past the relay. It's just not. There's not as much water. There's not as much mud. There is debris. It's just so much easier to drive around. But it does. It's kind of telling me that it's a bit too easy. So at some point we're going to get caught out. That's the way it feels anyway. There is going to be a point where it's going to get hard and it's going to be like, oh, okay. False sense of security. Right, our Highland base is here. We just need to quickly get the 3 out of storage. Because we have got pipes in the storage here. Beams, sorry. If we unstrap cargo, bring these, chuck these in the back, and then we just deliver them, and that's mission complete. One. Another one. One more to go. Should rechange the camera so I can see where I'm going. Right, last one. Again, it doesn't need to be neat, it just needs to be on. And then we just need to drive into the blue area. And that's mission complete. I did think it might not stay. My fault for trying to be too quick. Okay. Strap, crane, anchors, camera, handbrake. There we go, that's mission complete. I don't think is Kelly gonna say anything? I don't think she is. You've got cardiology, have you? Okay, no worries. I say life comes first and cardiology is a little bit more important. So we've got no side objectives now. That's the last side objective complete. We just need to find piping equipment in Coast Steel for the main mission there. But so far so good. This new map is definitely completely different to the last. Really enjoying it so far. What we'll do, we're just going to return to the hub. We noticed something earlier in the hub I didn't know before. So let's have a quick look before we finish. Then we'll have a quick chat about tomorrow as well. Because tomorrow is a bit different. But yeah, so far so good. New map, loving it. But I kind of have a feeling it's going to spring a surprise on us at some point. It just seems too easy at this point. Or we've got that good. I don't know which one yet. So on this, we went to company. And I noticed this. I don't know what Crazy Irishman noticed, but I noticed something here. Main objectives. There's 284 main objectives. We've done 54 of them. Side objectives, we've done 18 of 84. Infrastructure requests, 6 of 98. 18 of 45 bases. 26 of 78 vehicles. And map 3 of 8. Bridges built 4. Resources recycled. Asphalt paved. Routes completed. Total playtime 38 hours. Toys sold. Toys. I'm not misreading that. That actually does say toys sold there. Okay. At some point, there's some toys to sell. But yeah, that is us. We've completed 100% sunken. That's it. Toys sold. Yeah, I don't know what that means. At some point, we're selling toys, are we? We have began Incommunicado as our new map. 37% done already. Wow, we're flying through that map. But this is the halfway map, so this is map number 4 of 8. So in theory, 284 main missions. We're only on 50. That's a lot still to go. But we'll see how we go as we do. A massive thank you guys for today. So tomorrow morning, no RoadCraft. Tomorrow morning is Assassin's Creed Shadows, side missions, anomaly, and clearing whatever else we haven't cleared in the game. That'll be tomorrow. Thursday morning, we are back in RoadCraft to continue on Incommunicado. But until then, a massive thank you guys. Thank you, Crazy Iceman and Patrick. Thank you both for joining us. And anyone else in the chat that I forgot names or haven't said hello to. So yeah, a massive thank you guys. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We're back tomorrow morning with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Thursday morning of RoadCraft. Good luck with your appointment tomorrow, Crazy Irishman. I hope it goes well. And we'll see you all in a live stream very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.